presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
On play action, Mayfield going up top for Evans. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a third down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Baker going to give it to Irvin. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Outright catch made. That's Ibuka. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
It's a gain of 11. Complete to Sterling Shepard. 1st and 10 at the
These curl routes. He's been
line.
running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That one is caught by Ibuka. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They send Evans in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Here's Irving. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Catch made there. That's Smith. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Whoa! And the Eagles have a 1st and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line.
Gain on the tackle. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And this this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Open receiver is Dotson. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. Points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bucs offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This is Irvin, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run with Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Buccaneers. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the ground, it's Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing is Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
3rd and 7.
Mayfield to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Right back to Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and long. Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Eagles are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. On play action, Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down. Lavonte David getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Third and long for Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Baker keeping it on the zone read. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football. From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll bring this up to the 22. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And he can't hang on. through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
16 yards.
First catch of the game for Evans, and he's got that first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page as this target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
We'll go again here with Irving. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. On play action, Mayfield. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Buccaneers move out to a 7-3 lead. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it.
Jalen Hurts on the scramble. Taken down at the 41. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll take off again.
These plays just kill you. Defense, the pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Hurts. There he goes again. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
This is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
He'll try the jet sweep. Here comes Brown. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Here's Braden Mann now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Jalen Carter on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. He got Godwin. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
That's good for a Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 at the 31.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. I'm going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 3.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Man in motion is Brown. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They run out of the gun with Barkley, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal.
Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Second and goal.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it, so that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now Hurts. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is fourth and goal. They'll pitch it to Barkley. Oh, making defenders look silly out there. On his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points, but not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles are back within 4. It is 14-10.
14. Eagles 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back's doing everything in his power to to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
2nd and 11. They send Godwin in motion. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Irvin. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. To throw is Mayfield. He takes off. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. That's taken in.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Open receiver is Dotson. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup is 5 on 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the 2nd half.
Chase McLaughlin to
1st
kick
half
off
played
for the
out a bit
Buccaneers.
as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
At the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, Here's 2nd and 2. To the air again. Hurts. That one pulled in by Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 5. Hurts. I've got this one complete to Goddard. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
In trouble, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby. He gets into dropping. It's a loss of 8.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Hurts. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and goal for Hurts. That is caught by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's Ibuka in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
The Gene on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run with Irving. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. It's Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 1st down is Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Baker. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
On play action, Mayfield. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Payne Durham. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes, it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Buccaneers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
21. Eagles 17.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Delivers it quick to Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by
Previous play
replay.
is under
So this
review.
one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll take this one in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21.
21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott.
The fuck out of here.
He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Irvin. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Right Right back to Irving. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, you're able to get you down for a loss.
Godwin working the right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
The handoff, it's Irving. They'll get this across midfield down to the 48. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, the goal for Rashad White, the back end of Arizona State. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That is caught. What a throw. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bucs have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 24.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Yaya Diaby. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, The quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Not Jalen Hurts on second down. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
And an Eagle first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. In middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Barkley on the handoff. He was brought down by Levante David. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts working in the pistol. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Third down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Tyke Smith on the tackle. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
On second down, Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
For the lead, here is third and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he can only get about half of what he needed. Down to the 3, and now it is fourth and goal.
A gain of 4 yards brings up fourth down and goal.
To throw is Hurts. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
Start this on the ground. Here's White. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here with White. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Well, now this brings up third down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
A good rally to the football to gain a 9, but it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 9. It's fourth down.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Cooper to Gene, deep to return. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide for only a gain of about a yard.
Second and 9.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down and 9. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the Eagles first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and the first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Drive begins with a run by White. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Open man, the tight end, Keith. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Brought in by Ibuka. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Off-balance throw, it's complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and inches. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with White. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal.
Second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Out right and catch made. That's Ibuka. And he'll take it on in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown Buccaneers. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 31. Chase McLaughlin to
So
kick off
now
for the
playing
Buccaneers.
with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Well, fake. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Man in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that?
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight
Previous
game,
play is under
tight
review.
call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. Another try, 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
A run with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. The field goal's not going to do it.
And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. He's still on his feet. Mike Evans. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bucs have taken a 4-point advantage.
Buccaneers 42, Eagles 38.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And you take a look at the numbers in this one. There is not much to complain about on that ledger, is there? He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. Here's 1st down. Hurts now. There's that man again. Another catch.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. This is 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. To the air again, Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Here we go. One final play. Fields, and this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Tampa.